All right, I'm going to give a demo of the two plugins that we've created for WordPress. I'm going to start with the Map Builder plugin first, and then what I will do is show the Node plugin, which allows you to create profiles too, so you can see that in action with the map. So I'm going to upload the plugin, which I've already downloaded. I will start with the Beta 4 Map plugin. Call it the aggregator plugin. Open that, install, and activate. So you can see we get the custom post types link up here for the nodes, and here's the map. We'll create a simple map. I'm just going to call it software. And all I'm going to do is use the test index here, which is the default selection, the organization schema, also the default, and I'm going to search for nodes that have the tag software. So I've selected that. I click create. Now it's searching the index and reaching out to all the nodes on the network that have the software tag and pulling in their profiles. So that's what's happening right now. I think there's about 30 or 40 of them that it's pulling in. Yeah, you can see the full list there. Actually, there's 47. And so these are all available status. There was no problems accessing any of them. Sometimes you might get 404 errors if the profiles aren't there, or if the server's down, you'll get some kind of unavailable error. And the other thing to note is the geopoint column here. If they have a little red dot like that, or a little marker, that means it's got geocoordinates and it will show up on a regular map. Otherwise, if it doesn't have geocoordinates like here, number 12, it will just show up in the directory. So what I'm going to do is I'll keep this simple. I'm going to select all of these and publish them all. So the select action, dismiss means you'll ignore them. You'll just not use them. But if there's updates to them in the future, they'll be popped up for re-review again. And ignore means just ignore it entirely. You'll never see it again. So we can submit. And you can change the statuses for all of them at any time. There's a way to do that. So they've been done, that's been done now. So like if I was to click on manage nodes, I could then go and select one of these and change its status if I wanted to. So like this one here, this one's a garbage one. I'm just going to change that to dismissed, or actually I'll ignore it, submit. And so that's been changed. So if you go back there, you can see it's now status ignore over here. Anyway, this makes it really easy to manage what points show up on your map. Now, as you can see, there's a short code here, this line here. So I'll copy the whole thing, and then I'm going to go over here. I'll open a new window and go to my Post tab, and I have a software map one there. So I'll go and I'll replace that short code with the one I just copied, and then I'll update it. That's now been updated. So if I go to the front end here of the site and click on Software Map, it's now going to load all those points. So you can see it's a map that I can zoom in on and take a look at whatever they've got, and it's pulling up points like this. See, there we go. These were all the things that were in there before, so that works nicely. Now let's do something interesting. Well, we can zoom out and see the whole thing. You can see all the points that we got. It's not just Europe, we have some in the States too. So let's add a new point from within WordPress. Okay, let's say I want to add point. I'm going to stick it down here on the coast of France by sort of in the middle there. So what we'll do then is we can go back here. We can add another plugin. I'm going to add the Node WP plugin, which is now beta 9 version. I'm going to open that, install, activate. And you'll see we get a new entry down here called Murm Profiles. This is a profile creation plugin. So let's create an organization. And I'm going to call this organization, let's just call it WP Test 2. Same name. The profile title is just so you'll see it in the list in a minute. I'll just call it WP Test. And I'll call it WP Test Software just to make it a little more interesting. I'll just leave everything as the defaults here. The primary URL, it goes to whatever your domain is where you're hosting the site. You could have subdomains like this if you wanted, or I could even do like this. But yeah, let's just keep it at that for now, since it'll show the link working. Tags, we'll put software. And most importantly, we want some geolocation coordinates, so it'll show up on the map. So we'll do this, 45 and minus 1.2. This will stick us right near the coast of France. And yeah, that's it. There's plenty of other fields, but we'll skip that and we'll submit that to the test index. So it's gone. It's done. Look, it's already posted it. So we can actually see there's the JSON that it's created, and this is the JSON that's been submitted to the test index. Now, if we go back to our maps, we're going to do update nodes. What this will do is look for any changes in nodes, whether nodes have been deleted, changed, or new nodes have been added that match your search criteria, in which case our search criteria is just looking for tag software. So it's going to do that, and bingo, it's found that new profile that I just created, WP Test Software. So I can just select it and publish it. And then when I go to my map, all I have to do is refresh the page, and then boom, there she is, WP Test Software. And then, yeah, it obviously just links to the site, whatever the primary URL was that we entered. Okay, so that's pretty cool now. And then the other thing I'll show you is a change. Let's say we make a change to that profile, or somebody makes a change to the profile, but we'll just use this one for convenience. We're going to modify it. And I don't know, let's just add a nickname. WP journalist, WTS, WP Test Software. Hey, WPTS, even better. So we've made that change. There could be other changes that are made. We submit it to the test index. The test index now goes and verifies the profile again. It does a hash of the profile and compares to the previous hash. It sees that some of the fields in that profile has changed. So it updates the last updated timestamp that it keeps for that profile, which means that when anybody goes and says, okay, let me see if anything's changed, it will pick up the fact that that profile's changed. And so we can see here, okay, something's changed. Let's go see what's changed. We click on it, and it does a little diff for us, and we can see we've added the nickname field. Great. Okay. Well, maybe I don't care about that. Maybe I do care about that. So generally I will. So I'll select check it. I'll update it, and then it'll update the profile in the database. Now that's not a field that you'll see on the map necessarily, but if there was a description or something that gets picked up on the map or in the directory, which I'll show you, it will show you that, and you will see that change. So like if I go and grab this short code again, actually I'll just grab the tag, in fact. I'm going to go over here and edit the directory page that we also have. I'll put in that new tag slug for this new map, update. Now if I go back over here to the software map, I'll click on there to the main page, then go to the directory. There you go. It grabs all of the data that we have for all the nodes that match the software profile, the software tag, and it displays them all out for us in a list. Right now, it's not super finalized. We're just dumping the fields that it pulls out, but it's a good start. You've got everything there. There's that new nickname that just got added. It picked that up. It added it in. So that's the directory page. Yeah, so as you can see, you can do quite a bit with these two plugins. You can manage the nodes just using the profiles one here. We can also delete it. Let me just finish that. We're going to delete this thing, going to take it out. Now when we go back to here, and yeah, we'll go back to here. We'll do update again. It'll show us that that's now been deleted, that node. And as a result of that, when we go back here, refresh the page, WP Test Software is now gone. We respect the right of the node owners who created the profiles to be forgotten. So if they delete their profiles, the plugin will automatically update itself and remove it from the map and directory. As you can see, it's no longer on the map either. That little point there on the coast is now gone. All right, I hope this was helpful. And yeah, if you have any questions, just reach out and ask. Thanks.